The Equality Court has declared the unjustified display of the Apartheid flag as hate speech. It ruled this amounted to unfair discrimination and harassment. The Nelson Mandela Foundation took it to court on a hate speech basis. AfriForum challenged the move, saying that it will violate freedom of speech.
For some South Africans, this flag represents the worst excesses of apartheid. It was a symbol of oppression, division, and white supremacy.
For me, it evokes emotions of when I was 10 years old. When I was a child, just a 10-year-old who was then called the K word. And my mother and my brother had to explain what that meant. And today, when you see that flag, you don't even have to think twice about it. It then takes you back there.
It reminds us from the back days where we have been oppressed and carrying the passes, and it's an insult to democracy.
Others believe it remains a slice of history.
It's heritage to us. We grew up with it, so why take it away from us? It's part of South Africa.
The issue finally ended up here in the Equality Court.
In terms of Section 21(2) of the Equality Act, it is declared that, subject to the proviso in Section 12 of the Equality Act, any display of the old flag constitutes A. hate speech in terms of Section 10(1) of the Equality Act, B. unfair discrimination on the basis of race in terms of Section 7 of the Equality Act, C. harassment in terms of Section 11 of the Equality Act. There is no order as to costs. I hand down the judgment.
The ruling does not ban the flag. It simply limits the use.
What it means is that you cannot gratuitously display it. In other words, you can use it for artistic purposes. You can use it if there's a drama at school to then bring out what it meant to be working under this. But you can use it in terms of movies, also for academic purposes. But to then display it in a place where it causes displeasure, it causes harm to those who actually see it, you then are running the risk of what the judge said. It is not to imprison you, but to then come out with other methods.
So it's a case of out with the old and in with the flag that symbolizes the country's unity, diversity, and centuries of struggle. Hasina Gori, SABC News, High Court in Johannesburg.